Okay, hey there guys. This is a 2 versus 2 Rome to War battle and playing against Britannia and Rome. And I'm playing today as Macedon and my ally is Death and Honor. He's playing as Seleucid Empire. I can't remember what denarii this is at. I'll just see if I can look at Britannia. I think it might be 15k denarii. Yeah, it's most likely to be 15k denarii. What, like 1,000 there, and half. Yeah, I think this is like 15k. So we're playing against Britannia, and in Rome to War, that's one of the strongest factions. Chariots are really powerful, the head hurlers are powerful, and both those units cause fear, and they can gain quite a good morale advantage over the enemy. So basically, I brought a lot of pikemen, a lot of phalanx. This is to counter any chariots, and my ally Death and Honor, he's brought the cavalry, so he's brought a lot of cataphracts. I played this battle a long time ago, so I can't remember exactly what the plan was. I probably would have liked him to have brought more archers here, because obviously I don't have any cavalry at all. I have no... well, I have the archers, but if he brought more archers, we'd have archer advantage. I only have one unit cavalry. And we're playing non-clan players, and the Britannian opponent hasn't really brought enough chariots here. He's brought a lot of head hurlers, which is good. However, he hasn't brought enough chariots to defend them, and he's brought no slingers. So that was a big mistake. So we're moving forward the pike units, and we're hopefully trying to get a quick rout on the head hurlers, because we have a lot of archers here and they completely rape the head hurlers, because the head hurler units have good attack and they're fairly powerful. However, they don't have much armor, don't have any shields. Makes them very vulnerable to arrows. Surely he would have been better keeping the hurlers back, having some peasants or some slingers at the front, and trying to at least weaken the archers. I mean, the head hurlers are doing a lot of damage on the pikes, but they're taking a lot of damage themselves. And we have the Seleucid cataphracts engaged with the chariots and the Julii cavalry. So cataphracts should win this. Death and Honor's brought over 2 of his pike units as well.
The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemy's heart.
So that's the cavalry battle 1 over here. And there's still a fair amount of high quality infantry left. These barbarian chosen swordsmen, fairly powerful. I have a lot of pike units left. We still have the cataphracts. So in all fairness, we do have a mass advantage at this level, at this time in the battle. I named the battle close 2 versus 2 game, so I'm assuming it gets a lot closer. Obviously there's a lot of urbans left, a lot of infantry, so potentially they could cause a lot of problems for us still. And there's still a unit of light cavalry at the back there. And obviously, like, Death and Honor should have brought over cavalry here to defend the archers. She hasn't done. So I've got 3 units of phalanx pikemen that they don't have any upgrades on them. These guys are expendable. They're really to take absorption from the head hurlers. So we have them. We have fairly high quality evolved pikemen. I think there's like 6 units gold attack. So we're lined up here, and what Death and Honor should have really done was he should have focused on taking out the cavalry, because this amount of infantry is quite powerful together, and we still have archers left, so I don't have any cavalry at all, so I'm having to use my own pikemen to keep the line and defend against the cavalry. So if he brought over maybe 2 units of cavalry for me, it would have made my life easier, and I could have focused on attacking the archers, the head hurlers. Because the light cavalry, they have some upgrades. They have 2 upgrades. So what we'll do is we'll fast forward this. And you can see there's 2 units of cavalry there. There's a Praetorian cavalry and a light cavalry. So I think I actually asked my ally to wait. I don't know why he was attacking like this, because we do have the advantage together, but attacking like that 1 versus 1, it's a little bit stupid. And the phalanx pikemen are fairly good as well. So he is getting some kills. Cataphracts are powerful, however he is wasting troops by doing that, because that will not be all infantry, because infantry are very powerful. So he should have waited for myself to advance forward and then attacked. So fast forward it again, and again we can see my archers very vulnerable to the cavalry. I did ask my ally to help defeat the cavalry, because archers towards the end of the game are fairly vulnerable. If enemy gets close to them, they can easily rout. So it's not good having that cavalry at the back there. So trying to keep formation here, and obviously it's better to have your archers lined up. However, I've opted to keep them in a box area, it makes them easier to manage. I can defend them easier. When you play in 2 versus 2 battles and you don't really know your ally too well, I mean, I couldn't rely on him to defend the archers, so I had to make sure my phalanx could defend the archers. And provided we get at least some kills on the enemy archers, we can still win the battle. Because these urbans they're silver, or probably silver. They're fairly powerful, and the chosen swordsmen are gold. So that's quite a lot. Death and Honor's cavalry are tired and very tired, whereas infantry's fresh. So it is actually quite a close battle right now. So we'll fast forward this. Okay, we're using flames against the horses. So we'll still fast forward. You can see the light cavalry, because it's exhausted, it suffered some shots with the archers and they routed. So now we're going to use our archers, line them up properly, and use flames. What we've done here is we've done a phalanx charge. The Romans were going to use the pila, but we ran forward and engaged before the pila could be thrown. And we've got 3 units there tied up with the phalanx, and we've taken 2 units out of phalanx mode, ran them around, and we just ran them in to get the kills from behind there. So even though these guys aren't in phalanx, the fact these Romans are getting attacked from both sides, it severely weakens them. I would put them back into phalanx mode there, and getting a surround on them. So the general just died, and the fact we're getting the surround decreases the morale again, and instead of sending in the chosen swordsman at the right time, the enemy Britannian player chose to chase after Cataphracts, so that was a mistake at the end. The phalanx I had with the Urbans and the chosen swordsman, they would have won with that. So it was actually quite a close battle, quite close at the end, with the Romans attacking the phalanx. Plus we still have archers left, and they're going to use flame now. So the fact that the opponent, the ally of the opponent's routed, decreases the morale of Britannia, and also Britannia's lost the general earlier on. So we're going to switch to flame and hopefully decrease morale further and get the rout. And the opponent's actually chosen just to attack the phalanx straight on, which is a big mistake because phalanx are very powerful against frontal charges. We have the Cataphracts rear-ending the chosen swordsman, and that was a win. So that was actually quite a fairly close battle. It was a good game. Britannia should have really brought a better army, more chariots, at least some chariot archers, and more slingers. You really want to sort of... Britannia's a skirmish faction, so the main strength of Britannia is the arrow missile troops and the chariots. But barbarian chariots are the best chariots in the game. If you brought 6 of those, head hurlers, slingers, maybe some peasants, that would have been a far better army. But it was well played by all. Well done to my ally Death and Honour. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Piper signing off.